We live in a world where negativity is loud. People will challenge you, criticize you, and try to pull you into their chaos. But here's the secret. You don't have to engage. You don't have to react. You just have to keep moving forward. The most successful people in history, the ones who build, who lead, who inspire, have one thing in common. They don't let distractions derail them. They stay focused. They stay calm. They stay unbothered. And what happens to those who try to disrupt them? They crumble. Not because anyone wished them harm, but because negativity is unsustainable. It burns fast and bright, but then it collapses. Meanwhile, those who stay steady, who stay disciplined, who stay true to their purpose, they last. Your strength is in your composure. When someone tries to provoke you and you don't react, you strip them of their power. You show them that their words, their opinions, their attempts to shake you mean nothing. And that drives them crazy. So the next time someone tries to pull you down, remember this. Stay unbothered. Keep your energy. Stay on your path, because while they waste their time tearing others down, you'll be too busy building something that lasts. We live in a world where negativity is loud. People will challenge you, criticize you, and try to pull you into their chaos. But here's the secret. You don't have to engage. You don't have to react. You just have to keep moving forward. You think about the most successful individuals, the ones who build, who lead, who inspire. They don't waste time fighting battles that don't matter. They don't get caught up in petty arguments or feel the need to defend themselves against every critic. Instead, they remain focused on what truly matters. They channel their energy into growth, into action, into purpose. And that is what separates them from the rest. The moment you stop reacting to negativity, you take away its power, you shift the dynamic. The person trying to provoke you suddenly has nothing to feed off. It's like trying to start a fire with wet wood. It just won't burn. And while they struggle to get a reaction out of you, they begin to crumble under their own frustration. They wanted attention, but you refused to give it. They wanted control, but you took it away. And in that moment, you win, not by fighting, not by arguing, but by simply refusing to play the game. This isn't about being passive, it's about being strategic. There will always be people who thrive on negativity, people who gossip, who criticize, who hope to see others fail. But here's the truth. They aren't attacking you because of who you are. They're attacking you because of who they are. People project their own insecurities onto others. The more confident you are, the more you expose their lack of confidence. The more focused you are, the more you remind them of their own distractions. The more you rise, the more they feel like they're falling behind. And that's why they want to pull you into their storm. But storms don't last, and if you don't step into them, they can't touch you. So let them talk, let them doubt you, let them waste their energy trying to break you, because while they are busy tearing others down, you will be too busy building your skills, building your reputation, building a future that is too strong for their negativity to penetrate. In the end, those who rely on drama, manipulation, and negativity always fall apart. Their world is built on shaky ground. And when you step back and refuse to engage, you'll start to see it happen. You'll watch as they unravel, as they contradict themselves, as they lose the very power they once thought they had, not because you fought back, but because you didn't have to. So the next time someone tries to pull you down, remind yourself of this. Silence is power. Focus is strength. Success is the best response. Stay unbothered, stay committed, and watch how everything else takes care of itself. People who seek to bring you down thrive on one thing, your reaction. The moment you engage, you give them exactly what they want. You give them your time, your energy, your focus. And the more you react, the more power they have over you. But the opposite is also true. When you refuse to respond, when you remain unbothered, you strip them of that power. You show them that their words, their opinions, their attempts to disrupt you hold no weight. And that's when they start to crumble. Think about the people who constantly criticize others, the ones who always have something negative to say. They are never truly happy. They are never at peace. They spend their energy trying to bring others down because deep down they feel powerless in their own lives. If they had something meaningful to focus on, they wouldn't waste their time attacking others. But because they don't, negativity becomes their only source of significance. It's how they try to feel important. But here's the truth. They only feel important if you let them, if you react, if you engage in their chaos. But when you choose to ignore them, something interesting happens. They don't know what to do. They expected a fight. They wanted to see you flustered, upset, defensive, but instead, you stay focused. You keep working. You continue building. And that frustrates them more than anything else. Because without your reaction, their negativity has nowhere to go. It turns inward. It starts to eat away at them. They become consumed by their own frustration. And over time, that frustration leads to their downfall. This is why the strongest people don't waste time on negativity. They understand that the real battle isn't out there. It's in here. It's in the mind. If you allow someone's words to affect you, they win. But if you stay in control of your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, they lose every time. Because the truth is, people can say whatever they want. They can doubt you, insult you, criticize you, but none of that matters unless you let it, unless you absorb it, unless you believe it. And that's the key. If you truly believe in yourself, if you know who you are and where you're going, then nothing they say can touch you. Their words become meaningless background noise. Their opinions become irrelevant. And while they waste their time tearing others down, you keep moving forward. You keep growing. You keep winning. The world is full of people who will try to distract you. Some will do it intentionally, hoping to see you fail. Others will do it out of their own insecurity, trying to keep you at their level. But it's not your job to prove anything to them. It's not your job to convince them of your worth. Your only job is to stay focused, stay disciplined, and stay unbothered. Because when you do that, you don't just succeed, you show them exactly why they could never bring you down in the first place. Energy is contagious. The people you surround yourself with, the conversations you engage in, the thoughts you entertain, all of it influences your mindset and your results. When you spend time with negative people, their energy rubs off on you. You start thinking like them, doubting like them, complaining like them. And before you know it, you've lost sight of your own vision. You've allowed their negativity to pull you off course. But the opposite is also true. When you choose to stay unbothered, when you refuse to absorb negativity, you create a different kind of energy, an energy of strength, confidence, and focus. And that energy is just as contagious. The more you operate from a place of clarity and purpose, the more you attract people who think the same way. The more you ignore distractions and keep pushing forward, the more you inspire others to do the same. And while those who thrive on negativity may try to shake you, they will ultimately crumble under the weight of their own toxic energy. Negativity is unsustainable. It burns bright, but it doesn't last. People who rely on tearing others down eventually run out of people to attack. They get exposed. They lose credibility. They alienate the very people who once listened to them. And in the end, they collapse under their own bitterness. But those who stay focused, those who continue moving forward despite the noise, they last, they succeed. Not because they fought back, but because they didn't have to. Their results speak for themselves. Every time you react to negativity, you are feeding it. You are giving it your attention, your time, your energy. And what you feed grows. This is why the strongest people don't waste time on drama. They understand that where focus goes, energy flows. If you focus on distractions, you become distracted. If you focus on negativity, you become negative. But if you focus on growth, on solutions, on progress, you move forward. You rise above. Some people will never change. They will always look for problems. They will always try to find faults in others. That's their habit, their mindset, their way of coping with their own insecurities. But you don't have to engage with it. You don't have to carry their burdens. Instead, you get to choose where your energy goes. You get to decide what you focus on. And when you choose to invest in yourself rather than waste time on negativity, you start to notice a shift. You become more productive. You feel lighter, more at peace. And most importantly, you start to attract the right people, people who lift you up, who push you forward, who challenge you to be better. In the end, it's all about energy. Protect yours. Guard it like it's the most valuable thing you have, because it is. And when you do that, you won't have to worry about the people trying to bring you down. They will destroy themselves while you continue to rise. Actions speak louder than words. In a world where people talk more than they do, the ones who take action will always stand out. It's easy to get caught up in arguments, to feel the need to defend yourself, to want to prove a point. But the truth is, the loudest response is not what you say, it's what you do. Your results, your progress, your consistency will always speak louder than any debate, any criticism, or any attempt to bring you down. People who thrive on negativity are looking for one thing, a reaction. They want to pull you into their storm, drag you down to their level, and keep you stuck in the same cycle of doubt and distraction they live in. But when you don't respond, when you don't engage, they're left with nothing. And when you keep moving forward, when you keep building, when you keep proving them wrong, not with words, but with results, that's when they start to crumble. There is nothing more frustrating to a critic than someone who refuses to acknowledge them. When they throw insults and you stay silent, when they spread doubt and you stay focused, when they try to derail you and you don't even flinch, it drives them insane because they expect you to fight back. They expect you to waste your energy on them, but instead you're too busy winning, and that is the ultimate response. The reason why action is so powerful is because it leaves no room for doubt. Anyone can talk. Anyone can make promises, claim they're going to do something, or argue about what's possible. But very few people actually follow through. Very few people show up every single day, put in the work, and let their progress do the talking. That's why those who stay disciplined, who stay committed, who stay unbothered by the noise, will always come out on top. Because while others are busy arguing, they are busy executing. It takes discipline to ignore negativity. It takes strength to walk away from distractions. But the people who master this skill are unstoppable. They don't waste time explaining themselves to those who will never understand. They don't lower themselves to the level of people who aren't willing to grow. Instead, they let their success speak for itself. And in the end, that's what truly matters. Your life is not defined by what people say about you. It's defined by what you do. The best way to silence doubt is to prove it wrong, not with words, but with action. The best way to shut down negativity is to rise above it, not by fighting, but by thriving. So let people talk, let them doubt you, let them waste their time. You have bigger things to focus on. You have work to do. And when you stay consistent, when you keep pushing forward no matter what, you'll look back and realize that the ones who tried to stop you were never strong enough to do so. They were too busy crumbling while you were too busy building. When you are driven by a strong purpose, petty distractions become irrelevant. People who lack direction will always try to pull you into their world of doubt, criticism, and negativity, but when you know where you're going, none of that matters. Purpose creates clarity. It gives you the ability to filter out what's important and what isn't. It helps you recognize that most of the noise around you is just that. And when you stop paying attention to things that don't align with your mission, you free up your energy for the things that actually matter. People without purpose often look for validation in the wrong places. They seek approval, they compare themselves to others, and they spend their time tearing others down instead of building themselves up. They don't understand what it means to be truly focused because they've never committed themselves to something bigger than their own ego. And that's why they try so hard to distract you, because your focus, your drive, your commitment to something meaningful reminds them of everything they lack. The most powerful thing you can do is stay locked in on your mission. The moment you start chasing approval or responding to every critic, you lose momentum. You start playing their game instead of running your own race. And that's exactly what they want. They want you to step away from your purpose and step into their drama. They want to pull you off course, even if just for a moment, because that moment of hesitation is all they need to plant seeds of doubt. But when you are deeply connected to your purpose, those distractions lose their grip on you. You start to see things differently. You realize that no one's opinion can affect you unless you let it. You understand that small-minded people will always have something to say, but their words have no power over someone who is too busy building, growing, and becoming better every single day. And the best part, when you stay committed to your purpose, you naturally separate yourself from those who thrive on negativity. You outlast them, you outgrow them, and eventually you look back and realize they were never really a threat to begin with. It's not about ignoring everything around you. It's about choosing what deserves your attention. Purpose-driven people don't have time for petty arguments. They don't waste energy on things that don't contribute to their growth. They stay in their lane, they put in the work, and they let their results speak for themselves. Meanwhile, those who try to distract them are left with nothing. No progress, no fulfillment, no legacy, because in the end, negativity destroys itself. So the next time someone tries to throw you off track, ask yourself one question. Does this align with my purpose? If the answer is no, let it go. Stay unbothered. Keep moving forward. Because while they're crumbling under their own distractions, you'll be too busy creating something that lasts.